Hello, and welcome to another video from the Marriage and Family Clinic. My name is Aaron Anderson. I'm the director here. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is step 2 of getting past an affair. Step 1 we talked about in the last video, which is simply not to panic. Once you find out about an affair, your anxiety is high, your worry is high, and your mind is spinning about all kinds of things, and you're not in a good place to make any decisions. So first, step 1 is simply to not panic. Give yourself some time and some space to make some decisions and make good decisions in some good headspace. That was step 1. Step 2 is going to be separate, depending on whether you're the injured partner or the participating partner, the one injured by the affair or the one participating in the affair. For the injured partner, step 2 is simply controlling your thoughts. Once you found out about the affair, your mind was spinning about, was my partner really where they said they were? Do I really know everything about the affair? Are there things that they haven't told me about? Is this the only one? Maybe your mind goes back to old times where things were suspicious too. If you want to heal from this affair, you've got to stop doing that spinning, but you can't just tuck it under the rug and pretend those don't exist either. Those are important questions. So step 2 for the injured partner is to actually create a journal, okay? What you're going to do is every day, say at 5 o'clock, you can pick whatever time, you're going to sit down and you're going to spend a half an hour writing these questions down that you have. And at the end of this half hour, you're going to close that book. This does a couple things. First of all, it puts down all the important questions and saves it so that you remember it. But then 2, it also gives you time and space not to think about it. So during the day, as these questions come up and these worries come up, you don't have to spin on them. And instead, you can think to yourself, well, I'm going to get to that today at 5. And the next best thing is, as you're writing these things down, you're going to find that you really don't have much to write down anymore. You've written down everything that you've worried about or thought about. And we're going to get to that down the road too. That's an important step. But for the injured partner, step 2 is going to be controlling those spinning thoughts. You can't keep having those spinning thoughts and having a healthy relationship. For the participating partner, the one participating in the affair then, step 2 is to create some kind of semblance of transparency. Unfortunately, you've proved that your word isn't much good right now, and that leaves your partner spinning on what some of these questions that they have are. And so you've got to prove that your word is good, that they can actually trust you with what you're doing. The best way I found to do that is some kind of transparency. Now, every couple's different. Some couples want open Facebook passwords, open email passwords, bank account statements, things like that. Some people don't care about the bank account statements, but they do want to have access to text messages, for example. And that doesn't feel comfortable. That feels very invasive, and it is. This isn't a permanent step. This is just a temporary step until you can start building trust again. What that does is it puts proof in the pudding that you really are doing what you say you're doing, that your word really is good now. And over time, as you start doing that, you'll see that the questions start becoming less. You don't have as many different thoughts or feelings from your partner that they're questioning you or grilling you about, and over time you'll see that this will go away. It usually takes a few weeks, maybe sometimes at most a couple months, depending on how severe the discovery was. But that's step 2 in healing from an affair for the injured partner and the participating partner. For the participating partner is creating some kind of transparency, and for the injured partner is to start controlling those spinning thoughts. Have a subscribe below and leave your comments too. Tell us what you think about these steps and if they're helpful or not.